Hey everybody, it's Belle, and today I wanted to show you something a little different. I'm taking just a quick break from Long Live the Queen, and wanted to do something, show you something that I do when I'm anxious, which is I play games on this website called Orisinal. I don't actually know how to pronounce it, and I apologize. But this page has been around since 2001, I think. So I've been using this, I think I found it in high school. So I've been using this for my anxiety for a long time. And considering things that have happened recently that feel very overwhelming, I've used it the past couple days just kind of when I need a break, when I need something kind of simple and repetitive and low pressure to do. I go on this website and I play the games. They're very simple, like this one for example. Your mouse controls this bird. You gather birds that look like you avoid the birds that are flying the opposite direction, and you start to form like a snake trail, and these little stars will interact with the snake trail or how much energy you have along the way. And it's kind of low pressure. The music is very soothing. You can make the birds kind of float a bit. And while there is a bit of a timed aspect and there's, possible damage that can happen to your birds, it's low pressure. You can get a score on it, but it's just lighthearted fun. There's no like scoreboard. There's your scores and there's the game itself, but you can kind of just go with the flow for a bit. And sometimes that's really important. Sometimes it's important to take a break from everything that's going on, especially if that wasn't a glitch, by the way. You click your mouse and they all join you. But anyway, it's important to take a break and take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health and your mental well-being, because things that are happening right now are scary, and we have to recognize that that while it's good to be active and aware, and it's never good to completely shut out everything that's happening, it is very important to... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. It's very important to, also take care of your own mental well-being. So I wanted to show you some of these games that I play because they're relaxing. They're simple and repetitive, so they can kind of keep you grounded when you need that focus. This one's called Constellations. They don't always give the best instructions. Mouse control, you click. Touch fish to clear the way, but then you kind of get it as you start playing. You're controlling these jellyfish and you're trying to catch as many stars between them when they go up as possible. And as you drag your mouse around, they follow, and the one that's closest to you is always a little faster than the one that's far away, which makes it a little easier to widen the net, so to speak. And those little fish pop up, and you just frighten them away by putting your mouse over them, because they will interrupt your jellyfish's run, so they can't collect stars. But these games, they're pretty and they're simple, and generally they're low pressure. Which is maybe isn't everyone's cup of tea, but sometimes I can't use Overwatch as a break because, you know, you'll hit a losing streak, or somebody you're playing with will get frustrated, or, you know, people want to do one thing and other people want to do another thing, and sometimes you just need something that you can do on your own. So this would be one of those things that you can kind of do on your own, that's quiet. It has music, but they always have the option to mute it if you need your own music. And it's just, I find it's good to have simple outlets, simple free outlets, because these are free, and like I said, it's existed online for ages, right, over a decade now. So it's definitely something nice to do. Though, I mean, again, we talk about self-care, and there's always like two extreme camps where they're like, you know, self-care is either indulging in everything that you want to do and everything nice for you and treat yourself, and then there's the camp that's like, no, get your ass out of bed, no, do the things that you don't want to do the hard things. And nobody seems to talk about how both are really important. That yes, doing the things that make you anxious or afraid or are difficult for you are very good and very important parts of therapy, but also allowing yourself, you know, giving yourself permission to not always be on, to not always be looking for that way to that way to success, I guess, because while it is important, if you go the whole hog on either of them, you'll either lock yourself into never improving, or you'll face failure and not be able to recover, because, you know, we're not perfect people. We're not able to take care of ourselves if we don't allow ourselves moments of compassion or weakness to ourselves. So, I mean, that seems, you know, very long-winded when I'm just showing you guys some Flash games, but I find a lot of people beat themselves up if they're not using all their time, all their free time immediately and automatically for some form of improvement. And the best thing is to just know what you have available to you, to know that, you know, even if things are bad, you don't have to constantly be focusing on them, and it's okay to seek distraction. Which, I mean, you're on YouTube, so you probably know all about seeking distraction. But there's so many fish now. This game in particular can go on for a while, so now that you've seen it and what the fish can do, I'm going to go back to games and show you a different one. This would actually be the first game that I found that I played on this website. It's actually the game that I found it through, and it's called Winter Bells. And this, you just you have a bunny that follows your mouse, and you click once. The bunny touches bells and bounces. And no, this would not be where I got my name from. But it was the the game that led me to Orisinal initially, and was the first game I played to work on my anxiety. And it's actually one of the more technically difficult of games, because if the bunny falls, that's pretty much it. The other ones tend to be more forgiving because you have an energy bar, or you have a timer, and power-ups, and this is all just, can you make the bunny jump from bell to bell? And as soon as it starts falling, that's generally it, because even if you leave bells behind, they will despawn, basically, if they get too far off screen. Oops, and I just missed that bell. And just missed my high score. But, yeah, it's just a lot of games that are just kind of silly, just kind of, you know, right now you're playing a chicken that hatches a ton of eggs. Well, you lay a ton of eggs, and then you try to hatch them all together, because as you chain eggs, you get more scores, so like, so, and then you'll also get power-ups as you go along. So like this one makes everyone go slow, so you can kind of gather up more eggs together in a clutch before you just pop them all and get your bonuses. This one, the timer runs down on a little faster, but again, there's no enemies, there's nothing to like super worry about. You just gotta get the eggs together. Also, the music in this one is louder. But I like it. It's so silly. Also, this poor chicken having to constantly eke out these eggs. It's gotta hurt. Hurt the cloaca there. Which is, yeah. You can Google cloaca. Probably not if you're a young child or anything, because your parents might ask questions. Something bad is the scientific part of the bird, but it's where the egg comes out of. You might find some weird stuff, so make sure parental controls are on your computer. Oh, how did we get from calming things to do when you're anxious to don't Google the cloaca, children? I can't write I can't do an entirely soft-spoken, feel-good video. But yeah, I just wanted to show this because it's yeah, I find it cute and relaxing and pretty. Like, this is the crossing. It'll probably be a little difficult for you to see because it's one of these ones, but you basically assist deer across this this gorge by carrying this. And I don't exactly know what kind of implications there are if the deer doesn't make it. Also, there goes the deer. Sorry, deer. The edge of the platform, not the platform you're dragging, but the one that they have to reach, is often a little unclear. But you can hear the violin sounds. And I mean, they're old games, they're not perfect, so as soon as they're, you know, touched down, you can kind of move the platform and they're fine. See? But, yeah, I hope this helps in some way. I hope maybe even just if one person can get some good out of it. Oh, we just lost another deer. Can get some good out of it if they find maybe their anxiety is lessened by these these Flash games, you know, I'll feel a little better. And, you know, I hope everyone stays safe. I hope you all are okay, and I think we just all need to be together for each other right now and do the best that we can. So, on that note, I'm glad I had you guys along for this. I'm glad I could show you this, and I will definitely, as we lose another deer, I will definitely have a link in the description to this site, and I hope you try it out. There's so many more games I didn't show you, so many more cute and fun and just interesting little Flash games. One where you stack pigs, one where you're a trail of ducklings, one where you make cats mimic each other, or the boss cat. I think you'll really enjoy it if you give it a try. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all are well. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!